Hello everyone, Mike Rempel from Another Set of Eyes with today's Excel Bytes blog post. Recently we took a look at tables and the benefits of using tables in Excel over just data ranges. And today I want to talk about one item that we alluded to very briefly in that post, and that was slicers. So here's the example of the table that we used. And if you recall, when you click on the table, you get a contextual tab that'll pop up, Table Tools and Designs. And one of the options in the Design tab is Slicers. So if I click on the Insert Slicer option there, I get a list of all of the headers that I have in my table. And now I can select which ones I want to have available to me. So basically what Slicers does is provides a more visual option to filter your data than the normal filtering option that's provided in the header row of your table. So if I might want to filter salesman, I might want to filter model, region, and let's say new or used. And I'll click OK, and now 4 slicers appear, one for each of the items that I picked. And you can relocate your slicers, you can size them to make them fit better on your worksheet. For example, I'll click on that, and notice when I do, you have the corners and the sides where I can grab to resize, and I can change the size like I did there, and I can do that with each one of those, and I can move them around so they are more logically positioned on my worksheet. So I'm just going to do that to have these 4 and then show you what we can do with them. Salesman here will be last. I'll just move it right up there, and now I'll have a nice group of slicers available to me, all in a nice compact area. Now, instead of going to clicking the down arrow here and making my selections within that in a typical filtering scenario, I can do it right here. So if I want Ed and I hold down my control key, I want to select Jack and Terry. Now the salesman is filtered by that. If I hover over this, you'll see it says equals Ed, Jack, Terry. But I've done it over here with slicers, and I can see that right off the bat, not having to go and look in more detail to see what I filtered. I can pick Chevy here, I can pick used and maybe the South, and now it'll get me filtered down to the area I want. It'll still perform the same kind of indicator of a funnel up here when you filter something. And you can actually go here, select all to remove that filter from your slicer, or in the upper right hand corner there's a red X next to that funnel icon. You can click on that and that'll remove the filter also. You can right click on any one of your slicers, and there are some slicer settings that are available. You can display a header or not. You can provide the items available in ascending or descending order or according to a custom list. So if on this region, if I say display header and I uncheck that, I say OK, now it just shows the region without the word region across the top. I'm going to go back and put that back on, click on that, say OK, and now that's back. And you can remove any of the slicers you want. You just right click and hit remove region, right click here, remove model, etc. Or I can actually click on that, hold down a control key, click there, and just hit my delete key, and my slicers are all gone. As with other filtering options, if I selected insert slicer and I went with date and said OK, again, you can do a lot of similar things with dates that you could. Here are all the dates available here that you can pick the date that you want to select by. And or again, you could just remove the date or select the various properties that you have there. And there you have it. That's it for slicers that go along with tables. A nice little benefit that you can use instead of the typical filtering option that you have with tables in Excel. I hope you liked it. Thanks for stopping by. And if you'd like to see more, please go to my blog, excel-bytes.com, and feel free to subscribe. Happy excelling.